It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trucks through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to...
Just plowing ahead. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try the run. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. Breaks into the open. And it's loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get really frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the... and he loses the ball deep in his own end. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. Defense now starting to put it together.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Frazier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This time it's complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Finding an escape route. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single covered.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Alabama will get the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quarterback extends the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Gets rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Sets up the screen. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself in the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
The Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to sling it on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Georgia, 34, Alabama, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They want that clock to run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner is stopped. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Got his man. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. It's complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown has ensued. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This one's complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Just keep slinging it. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find them.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better.